Well, good morning, chaps. Now, today I'm doing something a little bit different, and you know what? I'm really excited for this one. I was invited by Red Bull to come along and spend the day with Sebastian Ogier, who is the four-time WRC rally champion. Now, I've never really had anything to do with rallying. I know what it is, obviously, and I know that it's pretty extreme, and anything to do with Red Bull is normally pretty sick. So when I got this opportunity, I was like, okay, wow, this sounds amazing. I'm going to get to go in the car with Sebastian whilst he's doing his test stages for the Rally GB, which is coming up in a week and a bit, 2 weeks time. So I've been told a little bit about the Rally GB. It's in Wales, deepest, darkest Wales somewhere. And it's kind of famous because it's always pretty hectic weather conditions, like wind, rain, mist, fog. I feel like I'm basically driving into the set of The Hobbit. It's getting worse as I'm heading towards that way. I mean, no offense against Wales, I've never really been there, but I can definitely see the weather changing as I head further and further towards it. So with this stage, I don't really know what to expect. I don't really know what to expect full stop. Like, I know that they've got different lengths of stages. I know that they've got different sort of terrains, and you're sort of flying down, tree-lined tracks at, sort of top end speeds at 120. So to say, am I shitting myself? A little bit. I'm trusting this guy. He's an amazing driver, and you know what? He's actually very close to potentially securing his 5th straight title in the WRC car. So if he actually manages to do that, that's pretty intense. Okay, it's gonna be fine. Maybe I want to become a rally driver next. Maybe this is the new thing for me. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Okay, so as far as motorsport goes, this is probably the least glamorous, but the most exciting. We are just at one of the corners on the stage, and he's just doing a couple of test runs before I go out in the car, and it's amazing, like, to actually see these drivers be able to take the different terrain. And as we're talking, it's degrading, the rocks are being moved around, everything's changing, and they have to be adaptive in the way they drive to make sure that they can get round. It's raining quite a lot, but I don't even care. It's so much fun. Okay, so we're here with 4-time World Rally Champion Sebastian Ogier. Thank you very much for having me here, and thank you very much to Red Bull as well. And you're about to take me out in your car. Now, I'm a bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. What's it been like? Out there at the moment?
Yeah, good. I think we had so far 2 good days of testing, and yeah, it's important because for us in rally, every single event of the season are very different, and obviously this one is very typical with wet roads and sleepy condition, bad visibility sometimes, so it's nice to adapt to it before coming into the race. But so far, yeah, I'm happy. Today, typical Welsh weather with a lot of rain and a lot of water on the road. You'll see a lot of water splash on the line, but yeah, it's nice and muddy like we like it here.
Do you know what I want to know is how did you get into this? Because it's quite extreme.
Yeah, well, it's a long story. I mean, I've been a fan of motorsports since I'm a kid, but often the problem of motorsport is hard to access to it or to reach it because it costs some money, and so it took some time for me to have the opportunity to start. But in France there was a selection organized by Federation to detect young drivers, and I won it. I financed my first rallies, and then good result came pretty quickly, and then made my way to the top. But yeah, it was a dream. I mean, live from your passion to be a professional racing driver for me was a dream. So yeah, I live my dream and enjoy it a lot.
You're very lucky. I mean, it's insane, and you know, going for that all-important fifth title, that would be the one, right?
Yeah, that would be quite an achievement, because we already had 4 in a row with Volkswagen, and now this year it's been a little bit different, because when we joined this new team, M Sport, I mean, we knew there was a potential to make good things, but obviously we are the only private team in the championship, which makes it always a bit more difficult against factory with more budget. But that's a nice adventure, and if we make it, that will, I mean, the success will be even bigger. And I think, yeah, we are close to it, but it's not done. In motorsport, as long as you don't have the point you need to be champion, everything can happen. So obviously we don't react, and that's why we are here to work hard and prepare the next season.
And have you always been into sort of extreme sports? I mean, I know that you're sort of heading down this tree-lined track at about 120. Like, what do you think when you suddenly see, like, oh my god, I need to turn left? Like, what is your thought process?
Yeah, well, I always love speed and adrenaline. I was born in the mountain, I was skiing when I was a kid, and I always like to go fast. And in rally it's the same, we are pushing the limit all the time. The co-driver is very important in rally. I mean, without him I would be much slower, and that's the one who gives us a bit of what's coming next. He's kind of our memory. Yeah, I love it. I love the adrenaline we get in the car, and that's something I need to enjoy life.
I tell you what, don't expect anything from co-driver me. I'm probably
as long as you don't scream too loud, I'm okay. Or otherwise, I'll have to unplug the.
Well, you know, we'll have a few sounds, but I'll probably be quite quiet and terrified. But you know what, like driving for Red Bull as well. Like obviously, Red Bull is an insane brand. Like you must feel so proud.
Of course, I mean, yeah, they are present in many sports, and especially when it's extreme. So obviously, rally is fitting perfectly to Red Bull. And yeah, we work together now since close to 10 years or 8 years, and of course I'm proud to be part of the Red Bull family, and they've always been a great support for me, and yeah, not only as a sponsor but also as a chance to have a lot of opportunities and a lot of contact with other sportsmen, other athletes, and yeah, it's a nice place to be.
Okay. Big question. So if you had to forget rally, not allowed to ever do it again, you've got another motorsport to pick, what would it be?
Hard one. Obviously, Formula One always coming a bit into the picture, because it's the most famous motorsport, the most known, because it has been really well promoted during years, and yeah, the cars are very extreme as well, very fast. So I had the chance, actually, thanks to Red Bull this year, to discover Formula One and to make a test with the car, and I really loved it, to be honest. But I'm very happy in rally, and if I have to choose again, I will pick rally again.
That's great then, Annette. So let's get me out in that car and yeah, try. I'm gonna say try and scare me, but I don't think you're gonna have to try.
No, I think I just do my job like normal, and should be enough.
Let's go. So I guess shit's about to get real. I'm about to step into the car with Sebastian, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous. We've just been out and seen him do a couple of other passes on the stages, and it's quite wet, and it is a little bit rough out there, but we're gonna hit the cameras, see what happens when I'm inside the car. Hopefully I don't throw up, but you'll see.
Tighten off, do you think, the belt there?
Yeah, no,
okay.
I'm
Okay, those will not be a problem. Good.
Okay.
And then the next step will be the first braking, because...
Okay, for anyone who's never actually been in a rally car before, this is what it looks like. Pretty stripped out, lots of hectic things going on there, and for this run, here are my 2 get out clauses right here. But hopefully I don't have to use them. And if we're feeling extra hectic, there is our handbrake, but I'm not really going to rip that one up this time.
Just mind your elbow and close the door.
Thank you.
Okay.
car, and apart from making me, I didn't really sweat much, but I swore a lot. It's just insane. He's the most amazing driver I've ever, and I'm going to say it, ever been in a car with. Like, the reactions, the way you just control it, send it sideways, the whole thing. You seem quite calm.
Well, I do that since years now, so obviously I'm a bit more used to it, but...
No sweat, it's fine.
No, I think for sure what is amazing, I think, is to discover this car, and I think for people who've never been in a rally car, first you have to realize what this car can do, and obviously it's completely different than a standard road car you drive every day. And of course we've been practicing it a little bit as well to control it.
But to drive a car manually is easy. We know how to do it, but to read the basement book,
I was going to say, we haven't forgotten about this, guys. So this is our 6th co-driver, and
so next time you will have to read it when you go with Seb. It's in French or...
So you have to read this along the way?
Yeah, this is the first distance.
Okay.
Then the car.
Basically, we have a code, we represent the road, the distances, the angle of the corners, and the line you have to take, the way you should brake, things like it.
I'm gonna give this back to you. One thing is, like, you guys, you must trust each other on such a level. Like, you're putting your line in his hands and he's putting his own in your hands. Like, is it quite an intense relationship? Like, when you get in the car, it's like, okay, let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, completely. That's
Years after years that you build this link in between the driver and the co-driver. And yes, you have discovered that when you are in the mud 180 km per hour, you need to definitely trust each other. There is no place for the doubt.
yeah, for sure. If you're not 100% in trust, you don't perform on the level you need to for World Championship.
And it can hurt.
It can also hurt. Well, do you know what? After driving with you today, I'm 100% sure you're going to get that 5 times. Like, you're just insane.
Well, I'm sure you're right. No, I hope you're right.
I don't want to jinx it. Forget that. But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And it's thank you so much. And obviously not you. I haven't about you. Very good. Guys. Well, that's it for my first experience at WRC, and it's the most amazing experience I've ever had, and 100% I can tell you Sebastian is the most impressive driver that I've ever had the pleasure of sitting next to in a car. Make sure that you're all watching on the 27th, that weekend, Friday all the way through to Sunday, because all the highlights will be on Red Bull Live TV. I know I'll be watching. Big thank you for making this happen for me, and obviously M Sport. And I'm going to have a small heart attack and get myself home, because North Wales, it's see you again next time.